Okay. I have a lot of stuff here. Oh my god. I can't believe I was able to save this. Thank God. Um well, I guess intros are in order. Welcome everybody. Hello, my name is Eos the Phoenix, or if you guys are friends with me on Xbox, Eos the Phoenix, because you know Xbox is stupid. But today I was looking at my old save files and I found an old save. I thought this world was corrupted, but I was somehow able to save it. Just to give a little bit of a backstory, me and a bunch of my friends are hardcore Fallout fans. Like, we are deeply invested into the lore of Fallout. And, well, because of that, some of my friendships were actually caused by Fallout. I met my buddy Aztec Wolf on Fallout 76, I think 9 months after the game fully released. I met some other people later on who also have a deep passion for Fallout. And this was the world that we decided to do. Now, at the time, this world was completely survival. We were able to get achievements. I was actually able to this actually contributed to the Rails achievement that I was able to help my friends get because we had a massive monorail system. And well, yeah, we just kept building from there. Now this was way before I believe the Caves and Cliffs update. So we did not have the deep slate or any of those materials. So we were building with blocks like before that time. So this was our Fallout themed Minecraft world that we just decided to build and create. And we were just trying at that point we were just trying to see what could we do, what could we build, but whatever we built has to be Fallout themed. Now we had our own little lore and everything, like, hey, just make sure everything's Fallout themed related, like run down shacks, or if you want to build like a ruined town, you gotta make it look destroyed or dilapidated. Those were just the things like that we were trying to set ourselves, and it was going to be completely survival. We discovered a duplicated, a in-game duplication glitch that resolved. That end result was because it ended up being with like pistons and stuff, but and it worked very well, and that's actually how we were able to get away with building a lot of these amazing looking structures. I haven't been on this world for a very long time, so I'm gonna like try to see what I can find. I actually see a couple things. Actually, there's that thing right there, but when I was trying to get my recording set up, I noticed there was something over there in the Badlands. Now this, so yes, so bear in mind this was all completely survival. So I guess the spawn point was like I teleported to 0, 0. This is apparently where 0, 0 is, but I remember spawning somewhere over here. Not over here. Where did that? Hmm. I remember spawning somewhere near here. I don't remember being this close to a desert village, but I don't ever remember seeing that village over there. But I guess we'll just go ahead and see what this is. Oh yeah. It's because this was going to be Fallout related. We decided that we were going to make our own timeline. We are going to make it's going to be like its own independent planet that had similar issues in like the Fallout universe, and we just kept imagining and kept growing from there. So the world that the continent that we are on was Ethiopia. That's the country that we are in, I guess, and this is what resulted from it. So I remember building this. This is a truck that I guess is by the Nuka-Cola company. We use the blocks of this is redstone and emeralds, and I just filled it with those blocks. Like I said, we discovered a duplication glitch later that resulted in us being able to make a lot of this stuff. I don't think there's villagers here. They may have all been killed. Oh no, wait, there's actually some here. Wow. Okay. Um, I do remember seeing something over there. I want to go see what that is. This was someone's setup. This was also a realm. That's a lot of glowstone. Stone bricks. Oh, armadillos are spawning in now. Okay. Oh, and they're actually textured. Oh, Phoenix Studios. Oh, and of course, hold on. Something is happening in real life. This is a lot of birch wood. I have to be right back, sadly. Something's going on that I have to do real quick. I'll be right back. I do apologize. I am back. But, what the heck is this? The doors out there said Phoenix Studio. I'm actually. What was this? Oh. So bear in mind, during around this time, Bendy and the Ink Machine was very freaking popular, and since I wanted my buddies and my buddies or friends, I told them like, yeah, do whatever you want as long as it's Fallout related. I think my buddy was trying to make the recreated thing for Bendy and the Ink Machine, but we were gonna try to transition that into this one. I don't know what his plan was, but apparently this is as much as he got, and he never hopped back on. So, but I have an idea who I believe this may have been. I think this was my buddy Disloyal Racer 2. I think he built that. But I'm gonna try to see. I do have really fond memories, and I do remember the very first day of when we started. I'm gonna try to see if I could find where we actually built. Hold on, this is. Oh wait, this is technically map 1. We were somewhere. I don't know why the map is changing. So we were like somewhere, I think over here. Oh, yep. Yep. Someone made this hole. I don't remember who it was, but this was just something one of my old friends did. Oh, and here's I think their house. Just a little funny story. I was on one of these lily pads, and it was the first night on the server. My death was actually the first one on the server. And my buddy decided to do a long live the king thing, and he didn't realize how low health I was. So he accidentally killed me. I don't know whose house this is, but we're probably not friends anymore. But it's been like a very long time. Is there anything? Nope, nothing in there. Furnaces. Okay. I did see that me and my buddies were the one. Me and my friend was the ones that built this. We made these little weird looking house or structures, and then we tried to just say we were attacked by super mutants, which is technically true. You know, just to give it that explosive feel. We had a an old train car right here that we lived in. We had this little thing in the up here that we lived in as well. Like maybe we had livestock, you know, that sort of thing. And we just went from there. Oh, wait, that's where Aztec's place is. I'm gonna have to show that off. And I do not feel like updating all these maps. From here, though, we actually ran as far north as we can because we were planning on building a vault. So we ran all the way this way. Oh, that's a small bomb right there. Whoa, what? Wait, wait. I see something over there. I got bored one day and was putting like random stuff all around the server. So this could have been one of those things that I just strewn about. Yep, this was one of my things. This is actually a reference to a yeah, I took some stuff from Fallout 76. This is actually a note from Fallout 76, and I was using the armor stands as mannequins, but there's also stuff like down here too, I think. Oh, and my buddy Linguini's on. Maybe I could invite him. Maybe I'll invite him to our to this old world. Oh yeah, this is a. You can also see that this is a copy because, like I said, this was part of a realm that we were doing long ago. Yeah, like I built some like cars and stuff. Did I put anything else down here? Like the oceans and lakes and stuff in Fallout are just littered with random junk. You can like find some like half submerged like submerged boats or cars and whatnot, and so that's I think that's what I was trying to go for. And then you also find like stuff on the above the water. So, oh, I think I planned on making a gigantic oil tanker or one of those cargo things, but I never had the chance. Oh, okay. Yep. Here's one of the this is actually right here is where we built the vault. Oh, there's another one of those holes. I did not know this was here. I do not know who made that, but yeah, there's that. Oh, there's random blocks right there, some random torches. Okay. Oh, there's a pole trailer right here. Yeah, so this was the vault. I think, and that was another portal to get stuff from the Nether. We were gonna try to. I think the plan was we were going to, you know, spruce this up a bit, but we never did. So like of course, like us being in survival, we had to gather stuff ourselves. Like, what is in all this? like I don't even remember what we were doing in here. Oh crap. Did not mean to. This was just a vault door that I was able to build. Oh yeah, I also gave them like copies of maps and stuff. So like you can see like some stuff going on maybe out here. Is that boat thing right there? I think that's what that spec is. I don't know. So yeah, so this was like map 1. So like I took it upon myself to map out as much as I can of the surrounding area to give to my buddies. Oh, this was the armory that we had. So this was before I believe netherite existed. So yeah, this is an iron sword. These are the vault jumpsuits. So this was before trim. Like we were just working with whatever we had. Oh, and I made oh this was my old gamer tag, Savin Flame. The guy who was in charge of the vault was Gamma Reed 2004. I don't we lost touch with each other, so I don't I don't know who was doing who. I have the most deaths out of everyone because I was going around doing stuff. There was Aztec, there was Disloyal. Oh, there's this guy. Never liked him. Miss Lulu Queen, or aka Eclipser, Mace Man 76, Curtive Cloth 4, Sunset Cello, and Katrine Nut 013. These were just some of the people that were involved in this, and half of these people I've lost touch. Miss Lulu Queen, aka Eclipser, she stopped playing Xbox and I think went to college. So that's the last update I heard from her. So I hope she's doing all right, and I hope she graduated. This guy, he just disappeared one day. I don't know what happened to him. I wish him all the best though. Aztec and I are still great friends to this day. I still occasionally talk to Disloyal. I think the last time we've talked was when we played Sea of Thieves together. This kid was a jerk, and we lost touch, and or he left or whatever after pissing me off. We lost touch. Me and this guy, these two guys here, lost touch. I'm still friends with her on in my friends list. She goes by another name, but we hardly ever talk now. I should probably message her one day and just to see if she's doing all right. And this guy turned out to be an asshole and pissed me and her off. So like I'm still friends with some of them, and I am not friends with others. I should message some of these guys to see if they are doing great. But this was supposed to be the atrium. We never actually finished it. But this was as far as we got. I don't know what's with all the damn torches all over the place. But yeah, we were trying to. We literally looked at pictures for different vaults, and we were just compiling those together, and we were trying to make our own. So this is Vault 306. This was the Gamery's general store. We were really utilizing paintings when we were doing a lot of these. So back here has our yep, paintings. We just threw a bunch of them down. This is our duplicator. Do not remove these materials. Yeah, we had to keep duplicating like a lot of stuff. And these are just our automatic farms for like every single different thing. I'm trying to see what we have in here. It's been a very long time. Oh, this is just I think a massive storage thing. I'm not gonna go through all these. I actually was the one that made this banner for the Vault Tech stuff. I think I had to look it up online. What else was down here? Oh, we had staircase. I don't remember. I think I helped mined out. Oh yeah, this is our living quarters. I think I helped mined out a lot of these. I think this was someone's actual room though. And I was the one that did the lights to that you can actually flick on and off. Hold on. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so like we were trying to get our friends to live down here, but like I said, we wanted to do our own stuff. Further down here, as this was Aztec's thing, he was like, this vault should have like an experiment, and this is what we came up with. Us experimenting with the wildlife up on the surface, and we were gonna his plan. He wanted to get creepers and stuff down here, but I had to talk him out of it. I was like, no. Aztec's first death was actually, I think, down there. I punched him off, and he just so happened to land on the one block that didn't have water. He never let me, to this day, he never let me hear the end of that. He still talks about that to this day. I don't know what this room was supposed to be. I think some laboratory or something. Aztec helped made that downstairs area. And did we actually do something with the other side? It's not decorated. Oh yeah, there was a cave. We mined out this space. I don't remember what it was supposed to be for, but we found like like a giant. I don't know what this was supposed to be for. I don't recognize this. Yeah, there was a lot that we were doing that I might not have a backstory for, and I apologize. Oh, this was the diner, like a little cafeteria area or something. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get out of here. If I remember. Oh, yep, right here. So you probably noticed that there was a like a gigantic bridge or something, right out here. If you, those of you who have watched my streams, my Twitch streams, oh, I completely forgot about this. This is where Panda lived, and we burned it down because we got pissed off with him. And I think we tried to remake this to something else later. He made something that wasn't Fallout themed, and everybody else got mad at him. I kind of got mad at him, so we just burned it to the ground. Left the 10 here though. But if those of you who've watched my streams, we talk about that damn bridge or the damn highway. This was this very highway, and it was because, and the only reason why we ever were able to get this built was because of the duplication glitch that they sadly have patched. I was gonna try to make something like right through here to put debris down to make it look destroyed. This was just the outline. We never got it done. Oh, there was a ranger tower here. I think if I remember correctly, maybe I was probably the one that built this. Yeah, and I just threw a bunch of random crap in there. Like, I got one of those Ranger Towers ideas from Fallout 76 because we were playing a lot of that at the time, which I'm going to try to get back into. So, if you saw the duplication glitch, this is how it worked. This was like the redstone, so you press a button and that activates all of this, and essentially you just had to be in this chest, and the second that you see the light come on, you pull it out, and then the chest, like that very second, you pull it out before the piston moves the chest and it duplicates the item in there. Because apparently the item, as soon as you pull it out, the item that was in the that you now are now holding, the chest still thinks it's still in there the second it moves, so it duplicates it, and that's how we were able to do all this. This was my little setup that I was trying to use to build everything. Why did I need so much gold? I don't know. I think this was supposed to be a raider camp that I was trying to build. There was something down here. This was where we were keeping our horses and donkeys. Furious, Rip, Slow Horse, up Donkey Kong, Spartius, Donkey. I think this was my horse. Furious. That's probably something that I would have named. Oh, down here was the Aztec was trying to do another major project, which was make a gigantic metro station. I will go see where that leads later, but for right now, I'm going to show you where I lived and what I was trying to do. So this was the monorail system that we had, and that I was using to, that's what gave us the achievement. I just wanted to create a way, originally, I just wanted to create a way that will allow me to go back and forth between the vault and my place, so we made this whole thing. So pay attention to this center coordinate right here on X. It is called 1057. We've called it the 1057 death bridge because apparently from this height, if you fall, you will die. And that's where a lot of my deaths came from, was because I kept falling off this thing and dying. Over here is the collapsed crane. I think we were trying to make a construction site or something. Right here. I don't know, I just built a bunch of random stuff down here that I thought would be down here. So, yeah, we were really just doing whatever we could. Oh, whose donkey is this? Oh, George. What's in George? I think that was Aztec's. Aztec was the one that helped me build the crane, so I'm very thankful for him. And then we just used a bit of the crane here to just get across. So yeah, we were gonna have like another highway on the opposite end, and we were gonna have two of them, but we never really got to that point. Oh, there's some mannequins fighting each other. That was my pride and joy, me putting mannequins all around the all around the server, just depicting scenes. Oh, there's one of my beds with a bunch of materials to build a bridge because there was one day in Florida. This was during the time when I was moving back and forth between Michigan and Florida, where I just decided I'm gonna just build the outline of the bridge and get that done. And then from right here, you can see that in there, I tried to make it look ruined and stuff a bit, but yeah, that didn't work out as much. As we continue going over here, this is where I live. And I called it the town of Phoenix. Now I wanted something else done up there, have like a little metal statue, but we ended up going on GrabCraft, and that's what we found, and we just built it. I still to this day I still hate the statue. I do not like it. That's like the one thing I hate here. So this is supposed to be like a train station with VIP stuff going up here. But we never got around to finishing the rest of it, like some VIP access. This was supposed to be the tallest building in the town of Phoenix. Right here, I don't remember what this was supposed to be. I think a barracks, but that was made by another buddy of mine. But apparently, my buddy ended up just ended up blowing it up. Over here, oh, this was my buddy Pro Nebula's house. He did not like it when people went in here, but we're no longer friends, we lost touch with each other, sadly. So yeah, that tends to happen though. Life happens, and we move on. So this was Prone's shack. This I believe was This was actually a replica of one of the structures from Diamond City. You probably recognize it if you played close attention to Fallout 4. Uh, these two structures are from New Vegas, and this was actually my house. Uh, with a lot of my animals. Yep, Feral was my cat. Loved her very greatly, and there's a reason why I named her Feral. This was the blacksmith shop. This was Miss Lulu's house. She ended up moving, who later renamed herself to this. Like I said, I don't know what happened to her, but yeah. She built all of this, and I just let her keep it. Yeah, we tried being nice to each other. That was like the major thing. We were just trying to be nice to each other and all that. So Mace Man came by, gave her fixed armor stands. This was a fridge. I fixed your fridge, Mace Man. So, I should probably see if I can get in touch with Mace Man. See if he wants to be friends again, and yeah. This was the bank with the parking lot. This was actually where we had uh, our duplicator right down here. There are several duplicators all around the server. This was just one. I think we were gonna have this as an apartment building. These structures right here, if you take a look in the art of Fallout 4, you will find only the fronts of these buildings, and we just worked with them and made some of this. We were gonna make this into like a pub. We were gonna have, I think, stores or shops in these ones, or living spaces, or the structures that were reused as living spaces. Right here is the town hall that is half collapsed, and this is where I did things on the side. So it has 3 floors. This was actually like my greatest accomplishment, or yeah, my greatest accomplishment. I took great pride in this. This was the meeting room that we never actually used, never had any problems, so we left it alone. This was just the attic. But yeah, as you can see, like a lot of it is collapsed, and there is actually a basement. If you go down here, these lights are actually supposed to flicker on and off, and that's why there's like this 3 block gap because it has redstone. But every time I went far away, the redstone would crap out and just keep the lights on. Down here is supposed to be a enclave bunker that has been long abandoned. And that's what we just went with. Over here was supposed to be the medical ring. But we never, Eclipser was helping me build this, and we never got around to finishing it. But over here is the satellite map room, and this has all the map area that I have mapped out in the entire server. So if you come over here, this is map 1. This is where the vault is. Down, and if you can actually see the bridge very faintly going down. If you go down here, map 7 was where I lived. I actually never explored south from any further south from my area. That's kind of sad. I'll explain why there's lava right there. If you're wondering what these little red cracks are, these were old ravines before the ravines were put underground and everything. But yeah, we did a lot. I did a lot of exploring, just trying to get the area mapped out and everything. I think we were gonna have like ground zero somewhere, but I don't remember where we planned on having that. I'm trying to see if I can find anything on here. I know there's some miscellaneous stuff out there. I just don't remember where I would have put it. Oh yeah, we found a mushroom island. That was fun. This is not right. There we go. Someone rotated my map. They pulled these pranks on me where they would rotate my maps randomly and see if I would notice, and I sometimes do and sometimes don't. Oh, this was supposed to be the airport right there. Yeah, we. Is that how that's supposed to look? I don't think so. So one of these maps are off. There we go. I hate it when they did that. I'm about to just break every map off here and try to fix it myself. So yeah, we discovered a lot of stuff. Now it's just me trying to see if I notice if any of the maps are off again. But yeah, somewhere like around here, I think we were planning on making ground zero, and we sadly never got around to do that. So yeah, this was it. All that we've discovered. It was a pretty big world. And all these shulker boxes, I put duplicates of the maps so if people needed them, they can use them. We had a birthday area down here in our enchanting table. This is where, because we've been on the server for a very long time, I think 2 years. So we celebrated a couple people's birthdays. This is just the waterlog area because this rain sadly came down here and there's apparently growth squids. But yeah, this is the where stuff got submerged and everything else was like either a dead end or collapse. I had a lot of fun doing all this. But yeah, but if you see the moss covered stuff, you could tell there's been water damage. So yeah, this was pretty much the town of Phoenix. I will show you guys a few other things in here worth of note. This was Mace Man's trailer. Yeah, Mace Man's RV. I don't exactly remember what he did something. He made like he was more expert in. Oh yep, there it is. Yeah, he was more expert in redstone, so he made this entire underground network. Doing what? I don't know. He just planned on having like a little bunker down here or something. Mace Man was a weird guy, and I don't exactly know what he did. I don't even remember seeing this, to be honest. He was just making an all white room, and I don't know why there's sheep there. It's probably a good thing I don't remember. You know what? I'm gonna look him up real quick, see if his gamer tag's still the same. Find someone. Mace Man 76. All right, I sent him a quick message. There we go. Waiting for my Xbox to pick it back up, but oh yeah, there we go. Yep. So yeah, I sent him a quick message, and yeah, this was I think supposed to be an apartment complex. Eclipse was trying to help build this. I think her and Mace Man. I don't exactly know what was being done here, but yeah, we were just working with whatever we had. Uh, I'm now gonna show you guys the bank. So right down here is the bank, and over here is the vault. So this is where the duplicator was. I was the one that had the Gek replicator, which has a bunch of. We called the duplicator the Gek, by the way, and this had all the materials to make one. So yeah, that's what this was. We called it the Gek, I guess, for little funds. In here had a lot of the different stuff, and we just put every type of material, and if we needed duplicated, we would duplicate it. I don't remember if there was something behind the banners, though. Hold on. I remember one thing. Oh, I think that may have done something. Was there? Oh, got it right. This was the armory. Like I said, this was even before the Nether update. So we had there was only Nether, so there wasn't really any Netherite. That would have been later on, and then later on after that would have been the Caves and Cliffs update. So yeah, that's just the armory. We had secret little armory. This just had a bunch of blocks for what? I don't remember. Oh, that was the other thing. I wanted to make it a Smirch City. I had a lot of ideas that I wanted to do, but we had to do one project at a time. So this was called the Town of Phoenix, and over here, if you follow, I messed up on the highway a bit, and I got mad. I might need to redo, like if I do decide to go back and like keep building, I might have to redo this. But over here was supposed to be the Phoenixville, which was the dilapidated city near the city. Oh yeah, this was Panda's dog that I murdered because after telling him, hey, don't build right here, I'm gonna use it for a destroyed city skyline. He chose to build right where I told him not to build. That was the annoying thing that Panda did, and that's why we ended up not being friends anymore, was because he ignored what everybody was trying to tell him. When we told him, hey, don't build right there, he would build right there. So yeah, this is where my town would have been. Map 14 is where Aztec was doing his thing, so I guess We'll go to that last. But what's if we fall back down the train tracks, or aka, yeah. Oh, that was the other thing. The idea of why we had it set up like this was to have a rested up monorail. We were gonna have like a little monorail thing. I built this, and to be fair, this looks amazing. But I was also gonna make a way to get up to the top of that thing later. But I think I did pretty okay with what I was given. I had to look at the art of Fallout 4. That was the whole reason why I did this. We did all this, so just to give you a time period of when this world started and what was going on. COVID just hit. And so back in 2019, so this world was made in 2019. COVID just hit. So we spent doing all that. Like we just ended up spending a lot of time doing all this, and that's how I found out Aztec was also into me and my friend Gamma started it up, and then Aztec later joined. But yeah, that was before Netherite, and I think even before the Vanos crew even did their Fallout, or even did their Minecraft series. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's I think some of the most heavily watched YouTube series on there was the Vanos Crew's Minecraft series. I go back and even watch those half the time. You know, actually, I think I think it was Arcadia that Aztec was trying to build. It's back over here. We'll just go this way and we'll go see it since I'm passing it. I think there was some other minor things that we built or that I helped build out there that I don't remember locations. I remember making a little, like, some destroyed building somewhere. I think, I don't, and I think Disloyal was going to try to live there, but I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I do have a good memory. It's just trying to remember everything that was in here. It's not going to happen. I don't know how far away this was. It was map 14, so it was probably 3 maps out. Quite far. So we got a journey. I don't remember building anything further down the line, so or on the way there. So like there's nothing really worth of note. Oh yeah, so for some reason the trees kept glitching when I was exploring. All right, we're here. I think I was gonna put a ship here or something. So over here was Aztec's recreation of Arcadia from Far Harbor. I don't know his whole initial plan, but this is what he was just trying to do. And yeah, to be fair though, he did a pretty decent job. He messed up on one of the levels, however. I think it was this level. This level wasn't supposed to exist. But here's like the central main chamber. Yeah, this level wasn't supposed to exist, and I even told him because I actually went into the location in game and explored. And he's like, "Well, it's gonna be there now." But yeah, this he was trying to recreate every floor and try to build in everything. Oh, missed that. Sorry. This was his duplicator and his Gek thing. Do I know what his initial plan was for a lot of stuff? I don't know, and I sadly cannot call him because he lives 3 hour, he has a 3 hour time difference from me. So yeah, this was I don't know. He was trying to make another one of these dome things as I think an observatory or something too. But yeah, I just let him do his own thing. So we're gonna go fly back to the 1057 Death Bridge, and that's actually what we called that highway was the 1057 Death Bridge. But yeah, in streams now, if any of you are wondering why we talk about, or if Aztecs complain like, man, why do you keep doing big projects, and I'm like, or whatever, and we refer to something known as the 1057 Death Bridge or that damn highway or whatever, it's it was this. It was that bridge, sadly. It is nice being on this world again. I don't know if any of the deep slate stuff is down there underground, but who knows, probably. Wait, this area does look familiar. I think this. Oh. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, I hear. Oh, this was what I was thinking, actually. I built something right out here and was gonna have like a little road and everything. I think this is probably where Disloyal lived. Made a little ruined shack and everything. As I was wondering where this was, I did not remember. Okay. These structures were from Fallout 4, and I think they near the area of Concord. And I just took them and try to recreate them. Yeah, I didn't. I was wondering like if where that was. I didn't. I just did not remember. All right, we're back at the highway, and that collapsed crane is right there. Yeah, so this was a tedious effort, to be honest. We had a lot of ideas that we were planning on doing down the line. We just never got around to do them. So if I remember correctly, Aztec wanted to build an entire metro system going around a lot of the key places around the world to like destroyed cities, uh, probably near the town of Phoenix or whatever. I think if I remember correctly, this one actually went, and we never finished it. One of the many sad projects that we never actually finished. If I remember correctly, this one leads to the airport that we were trying to build in this themed world. And I believe this was, and if I remember correctly, my buddy Disloyal Racer was trying to recreate the Brotherhood. But because we were trying to be original, I think we ended up calling them the Liberators or something. I don't know. It was something stupid. But yeah, this used to be all survival, and it ended up. Uh, I'll talk about that story later. Oh yeah, so if you guys were wondering, this is what the old ravines used to look like, before the update that changed them all up. They used to be like all over the place, like here on the surface. Great way to just get to diamond level and just get diamonds quickly. So I think right down here. Yeah, this goes a pretty far away. And it's actually a pretty relaxing train ride to be if this thing was fully built and everything, but because of how big it was, it took a lot of time and we that's probably why we never got to round to finishing it. Oh, and I think we're here. Like we did one end and then we did the other end, never did the in between. Yep. All right. So right here was we were planning on building the airport. We did the whole outline and everything. My plan was that I was gonna help him build it. We were basing it off the Boston airport. We actually made a destroyed plane going right here with some with an intact wing. We were still trying to figure out the wing situation and everything. Oh, we called it Buckeye Airport. Welcome to Buckeye Airport. Orders: kill the sole survivor and his companions on site. Hi, Kate. This is just what? Good day. Hi there, duper broke by the way. There's totally not a nice hole under my house. Yeah, that sounds like disloyal. So yeah, disloyal was the one that did a lot of this. Why is there just a wood floor here? There's some stuff that not even I know. But I don't know what he meant by a huge hole under his house. I don't think this was his house. I don't even know what this was. Some I think that this is supposed to be I think the radio tower that they built. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel, aka the Liberators, or whatever the hell we decided to call it. There's the Duplicator, or Gek, right here. Yeah, there's not really much to see, because we never expanded on what we were planning on doing. But yeah, we were planning on we tried to recreate one of those big planes that are in the Fallout universe. We were gonna try to have like I think we were gonna try to have like an intact one. Sleeping wing. Yeah, we were gonna try to make a intact one. Had the restrooms. Actually, I don't even remember what we did in here. That's one. That's just mirrored. I think down here was gonna be the cargo hold. And there's the pilot area. Yeah, we were doing things apparently. And oh yeah, this was also before the day counter, so I just decided to put that on to see how many days we were on here, and my God. But yeah, I built this whole damn platform by hand. Had to I had to dig out a big chunk of it, but I just ended up placing the blocks on top of the grass and all that. But yeah, my plan was I was going to try to recreate the Boston airport. Now, if you guys were wondering if we were going to also do the Boston ruins, the Boston airport ruins, like beneath it, I think the idea we were discussing that, and I think we agreed that we weren't going to do it, but if we had the time, we probably could have. But yeah, we were really trying hard to try to stay original to everything. Yep. So yeah, set the time today. So you can see this all in the daytime. There we go. I think the plan was we were just gonna have that plane like all crashed and all that. So yeah, that's the airport, and I think that was the last major if everything loads, mass major thing that was on the server or on our world. So yeah, this was Ethiopia that me and my friends decided to do. So yeah, there's nothing really else. If you guys like this, please let me know. I do appreciate any and all support. But yeah, this is our world, and I'm to this day I think this is my oldest Minecraft world that I have, and I plan on keeping it forever. So, oh yeah, so story time. So the reason why we never continued was a couple of reasons. We lost many of my friends lost interest, which is when we're doing something for like 2 years, yeah, we're gonna burn it. We're gonna have a burnout. The other thing was uh I we were dealing with hackers. That yes, that was an actual thing. I had a hacker problem and I had to rebrand my name from Sad and Flame to Phoenix to try to, and I blocked them on everything to try to get away from them. And that did work. And on top of that, but it was because of those hackers, they got onto this realm and griefed my and they turned on cheats. Because like I said, this was completely survival. We were able to get achievements if necessary. They turned on cheats, and because of that, we we ended up losing out on achievements. So that was part of the reason. And the other massive reason was one day when we were doing this sort of thing, our duplication glitch. There was the longest talk about how the devs weren't going to be able to patch it, and they were able to patch it on accident when the caves in, and I think it was when the Netherite update came out. It was either that or caves and cliffs. By that point, the server was practically dead, but I kept it. But it was because of that. Aztec was still trying to stay on here and try to do things, but it was because of that we ultimately decided, hey, let's just do everything but be in creative. Just build whatever we need to build. Well, that made a lot of other stuff obsolete. A lot of the storage rooms that we had and all that completely obsolete. And it was just not a whole lot of fun to being creative for us. We were more survival-based players. We were testing our limits. So that was the reason why this world burned out, and we never came back to it. Uh, the other story is, as time went on, I thought I lost this world. There was a glitch when I was trying to. One day I was like, "Yeah, let me load it up real quick." There was a glitch and it corrupted the world. And it was only until today I was trying to see. I had a few corrupted worlds on here that I was trying to get rid of, and the first one I clicked on, I had to open up the editing tool, and it popped up saying that it was this world somehow. So I don't know how I was able to save it, but I was able to get it re-downloaded and saved. So yeah, here's the world, and I was really happy that I was able to find it. So this is why I decided to do a stream about this old world. Now to give us a little bit of context, we had a lot of time on our hands. This was before I work at where I work now. I didn't really have like a full-time job, and that was because of COVID. COVID started sweeping through the area, so we were all inside. So this world was created during COVID. This is a COVID-19 world. And because of that, because we were all stuck in our houses, that's why we got done with a lot of stuff over that short amount of time with 2 years. But in survival, but you have to admit the stuff that we did on here. People said, I remember a couple people. I invited a couple people on this world just to show them, like, yeah, we did all this in survival. Told them that everything that you see around you, we did in survival, and they're like, no way. And after explaining to them how we did it, they're like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I use this world to show off sometimes. So yeah, this is the world, and I was really happy that I was actually able to save it. This took a lot. This was a lot of dedication with me and my friends. There are a bunch of people. There are several people who were not on the wall of signs that were a part of this, that ended up being on that board, and that is a shame. And I sadly don't remember who those people were. We did the death counter thing because I was an idiot when I was a little bit younger. I was a dumbass during that time, and just wanted to see how many times we died on the server, and it turns out I was the number one person that died most of the time. So, but yeah, some of them didn't, and because we decided to not do that death counter thing anymore, it's now there as a monument to everybody that participated in this world. And none of this world would have been possible, and some of the memories that we made along the way would have been possible if it wasn't for them. So, if you're out there, guys, and you somehow stumble upon this, thank you. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the laughs and great times that we had together. I hope you had some amazing memories on here. And yeah, but those who've watched, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing into with my memories and all that. I will stream later and I will talk to you all later. Thank you all for joining me. Goodbye, guys.